All right, so good evening everyone. Welcome to Area 302. Welcome to the Social Business Innovation Lab and welcome to the Social Business Conference 2023. In a moment, Samantha will explain to us why we are here tonight to exchange views and discover the challenges that some of us have set for themselves. But before that, let me also explain what this place we are in is and why a few years ago I decided to create it. One of the reasons is chance or apparent chance. Because of my previous activities, I came across this industrial building, which was in a rather rundown state. And if at first I thought of simply selling it, at a later time, all the space it contained somehow spoke to me. And instead of an old, half-empty building, I saw a space of potentiality. So I decided to invest in its renovation to bring it to its current state. But you may ask, what kind of potentiality did I see? Well, that of a space of study, research, and work, whose guests have at heart the human well-being and the maximization of its potential. Now, for sure, this is still a space in gestation. It's let's say, under my careful supervision. It is just starting to actualize the potentialities I saw it could express. One is scientific research and dissemination of scientific knowledge, which is one of my main interests as a theoretical physicist. Another one is spiritual research or inner research, if you prefer. There is no doubt for me that any outer action aiming at improving living conditions on this planet will sadly fail in the long run if the attempt to produce an outer change is not supplemented with an inner change as well. A change in awareness, lucidity, and maturity of us humans. Hence the importance of working on the two levels, the inner and the outer. Here in Area 302, the inner level is mainly covered by another lab, the Laboratory of Basic Self-Research, which I have the pleasure of directing, which organizes experiential seminars, courses, practices, conferences, and even individual meetings. And it publishes an open access journal, Autoricerca. And Samantha also contributes to the inner activities here in Area 302 by facilitating a meditation group in the Zen tradition. Another aspect that I wanted to embody in this place is the entrepreneurial spirit. Not only because for many years, in addition to scientific research, I have been involved in entrepreneurship, but also because entrepreneurship, when understood not just a way to make profit for its own sake, but as a way to support ideas of real progress, capable of changing the world, well, then the entrepreneurial spirit is something that we should spread as much as possible in those people who have real values, real understandings, bright visions of the future, and who really care about solving the real problems that today afflict humanity. And there are many of these problems, and they are huge. This is the reason why I wanted to also have a co-working space here in Area 302, capable of giving substance to this possibility of responsible and forward-looking entrepreneurship. And knowing Samantha and her beautiful work with Social Business Earth, I immediately contacted her to ask her to be the first guest of such space. And subsequently, we also gave life to the Social Business Innovation Lab. And this happening tonight can be seen as the real inauguration of this partnership between Social Business Earth and Area 302. And about that, I now gladly give the stage to Samantha. Thank you.
Thank you, Massimiliano. The first thing I want to do before I speak is actually to thank you, and I hope you will all join me and give a round of applause to Massimiliano for creating such a beautiful space in Ticino dedicated to outer and inner human innovation. Dear distinguished guests and panelists, social entrepreneurs, dear colleagues and friends, dear ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great joy to be standing in front of you today. And let me begin by sharing with you the story of this event. The Social Business Conference dates back in time. The first two editions were held in 2012 and 2013 in Lugano at USI and in Zurich at UBS. They were organized by Social Business Earth, which I will call SB for short from now on, and saw the participation of Nobel Peace Laureate Mohamed Yunus. He was the keynote speaker, and unfortunately he couldn't be with us today, but hopefully he will join us next year. Following the first two editions, SB focused on the implementation of several projects which required to put the conference on hold for some years. But life works in mysterious ways. And now, thanks to Massimiliano and his vision, today we are in this beautiful space. The Social Business Conference is back. It's back with a new exciting format, and we plan to organize it every year. As you know, the event is by invitation only, to gather actors and stakeholders from the sustainability, venture philanthropy, and impact investing sector, with the specific goal to support social entrepreneurs in their journey to success. I'm proud to say that this year's panel includes an incredible group of experts in social business and impact investing. We have Luciana Delle Donne, founder and CEO of the social enterprise Made in Carcere, who was recently awarded by Italian President Sergio Mattarella as Officer of the Order of Merit for her work. Dr. Paulo Gonçalves, Professor of Management and Social Innovation and Director of the Master in Humanitarian Operations and Supply Chain Management at USI. Angelica Morrone, Impact Investor and Managing Director of Alpha Maven, as well as other asset management companies. Myself, Samantha Caccamo, founder and CEO of Social Business Earth and co-founder of the Social Business Innovation Lab. And last but not least, Dr. Massimiliano Sassoli de Bianchi, President of Area 302 and co-founder of the Social Business Innovation Lab. In the last year, SBE and Area 302 signed a partnership, as Massimiliano just mentioned, to create together the Social Business Innovation Lab, which identifies and selects the best talents in purpose-driven businesses in line with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, offering a workspace, tailored consulting, and training programs to the social startups. Last October, we organized our first open call, which closed on December 31st, and we received applications from social entrepreneurs in Switzerland, Italy, and other parts of the world. We then selected the ones that, according to our criteria, generate high positive impact, and today I'm excited to have here with us 5 remarkable social enterprises with innovative business models whose team members will pitch for us later. Together, they contribute to the achievement of 11 SDGs. 3 are established in Switzerland, 1 in Italy, and 1 in Colombia. We have Open Versum from Zurich, providing clean and safe water through nanotechnology to people in developing countries. Arounders from Florence, bringing recyclable food packaging to takeaway restaurants to reduce waste. Circular Lugano from Ticino, promoting circular economy to reduce waste and avoid buying unnecessary products. Inhabit from Colombia, offering tokens backed by land for regenerative agriculture to support local farmers and preserve biodiversity. And Revozona from Ticino, enabling the production of sustainable textile in the highly polluting fashion industry. All social entrepreneurs, please stand up. Let's give them a round of applause for their amazing work. Before I conclude, I would like to thank all the people who made this event possible, starting with Massimiliano, of course, Sara, Ronnie, Luca, Katia, the technicians, and of course, the team of positive organizations, Tenuta Castello di Morcote and Masaba Coffee. Our world today is facing many challenges. There are 100 million people who are forcibly displaced, of which 32 million are refugees, 5 million are asylum seekers, and 5 million are seeking international protection. The remainder are internally displaced in their own country. Most people migrate because of poverty, conflict, and climate change. CO2 produced by human activities is the main factor of global warming. Climate change is one of the main causes of migration and poverty. The World Bank predicts that these phenomena will push 100 million more people to migrate by the year 2100. Our oceans are covered in plastic. Studies estimate there are now between 15 and 51 trillion pieces of plastic in the world's oceans. From the equator to the poles, from Arctic ice sheets to the seafloor. Not 1 square mile of surface ocean anywhere on Earth is free of plastic pollution. People have the power to mobilize resources to prevent human suffering, but only if they choose to. Our goal is to expand the ecosystem of social business and social innovation in Ticino and beyond, to enable purpose-driven organizations to positively impact the lives of thousands of people around the world. We hope you will join us. I strongly believe that we are all dependent on each other. What's happening right this second in another part of the world affects us all. A glacier melting in Antarctica, a species becoming extinct in the Amazon, a child dying of hunger in the Horn of Africa. Offering resources and investing in impact-driven startups means investing in the empowerment of other fellow human beings. It means investing in our planet and in ourselves. It means creating equal opportunities for all, and it means investing in our future. Thank you very much. Now, before we move on to the panel, we will start with a musical moment offered to us by Viola Albertin. Viola is an ethnomusicologist and is currently working on ancient repertoires such as the love songs of the troubadours of the 11th and 12th centuries. Inspired by medieval and Renaissance music and echoes from afar, she will now perform 2 pieces for Renaissance lute, Fantasia No. 1 and No. 11 by Louis de Milan. Viola.